Hey, this is Doug Small with Project Pray, and the thought for the day. It was 1742. George Whitefield is preaching all over America, particularly in New England. There are thousands, tens of thousands in some cases, that are showing up. There's a spiritual awakening. It's the second really movement of that spiritual awakening. And this is what will set the climate for the revolution and for America breaking free, not only of France, but also of England, and becoming the country that all of us appreciate today. And this is what Jonathan Edwards, another figure in the Great Awakening era, said. I've often said it would be a very desirable thing, and it would be very likely followed with a great blessing if there could be some contrivance that there should be an agreement among all God's people in America to keep a day of fasting and prayer to God, wherein we would unite on the same day. It seems to me it would mightily and encourage and animate all of God's saints in humbly, earnestly seeking God for such blessings which concern them all of us. And that it would be much for the rejoicing of all to think that at the same time, such multitudes of God's dear people, far and near, were sending up their cries to the same Father for the same motives. A national day of prayer and fasting in behalf of the nation. Well, that's in part what Thanksgiving was all about. And it's coming up. And that's a part of what the National Day of Prayer was all about. The first Thursday in May, we'll have teams from South Korea that will be back here praying during that time. That's what 911, the Day of Remembrance, was all about. I led that for many, many years, and thousands of people prayed across the nation on that day. February 8th, 2024, if you're watching this before that, there'll be a national gathering of pastors at the Billy Graham Library. And we're helping to organize that, just crying out to God. Here's what Edwards is saying. Unified prayer makes a difference. When God looks down and sees across a whole nation, people crying out, lifting their voice together in humility, asking for him to have mercy on the nation, to send a revival, to send spiritual awakening, it matters. We have the ability now to do what Edwards never dreamed is possible. In January, from January 1 to January 21, we'll gather people every night to pray for America with national leaders. And we'll pray for revival from about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night for about an hour and a half. We'll cry out to God in behalf of this nation. The power of united, humble, passionate prayer for spiritual revival and awakening in this nation. Nothing is more important than this. We're calling for a prayer meeting in America, across America. America's prayer meeting movement. Project Pray is the sponsor. This is Doug Small. God bless you. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that we're in trouble as a nation, especially if you hold biblical and conservative values. It seems that the nation is unraveling, coming apart at the seams, and it's tearing the fabric of families, godly families, families that have roots in Christian tradition. The Bible offers a promise. If the government will not turn to God, then if my people will pray, I'll hear from heaven and heal their land. We're relying on that. We've been leaning on that passage for a long time. We can't stop. So in January 1 through 21, every day at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm hosting a call, as I did for many, many years, with national prayer leaders, praying for spiritual awakening in the nation. We'll have guests, we'll have interviews, we'll have information, and we'll cry out to God. 21 days of prayer. America's prayer meeting. Don't miss it.